Kanye said that slavery was a choice. I really am trying to find out what is happening right now in the world of Kanye.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
Hey guys, it's Raleigh. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. So this whole entire Kanye saga has been going on for the last week or so, when he began to do these tweets, when he was randomly tweeting some sayings, some phrases about what we should do, X, Y, Z, and a lot of people were hyping it up. A lot of people were talking about it because he took a break from Twitter and he finally returned, and he was coming with a string of tweets. So everybody was quite interested to see what he was saying. People were talking about it. Some people weren't really interested in saying it's all a bit of a hype. There's no reason to do it. Now, it could be because he's bringing out songs, albums. He wants to nurture some social media hype, as the Kardashians do, so that obviously they have a lot of public interest when they are delivering music or delivering something that they need to sell, because of the more hype attention, the more of whatever product he can sell, the more money he can make. That's the obviously chain reaction that we think this person is creating. But however, I feel like this person, Mr. Kanye West, overstepped his mark. I feel like he's just doing a bit too much, and it really has gone all the way left. It has just collapsed. It has really just fallen to have this conversation where he talks about how slavery was a choice, and then advocating Trump as well, pictures with him and then pictures with the hat as well, knowing full well that this particular person, Trump, advocates for a wall to people, for Mexicans, for, advocates for racial tensions in America. Do I feel like Trump was something different to this? I definitely do. But regardless of that or whatever he was before, he is advocating this, and he's advocating monstrosity and, misogyny, etc., so much. And the fact that you are supporting somebody who advocates that is a massive, massive disappointment to your fan, to everybody. And it was shocking to see those pictures on Twitter, and he lost a lot of followers because of that. So I feel like his plan was, I don't know what his game plan, I'm trying to figure out what this game plan is, because this is all very sudden and very weird. And maybe it could be because he wants to try and bring hype for music, but this is the wrong way to go about it, because we damn well know Kanye doesn't even need this hype. He can just drop something and it will sell, because that is Mr. Kanye West. He's done that prior. But I feel like he's only damaging himself. And then he goes in to do an interview with Charlemagne, a 2-hour interview, which seemed to be quite going well.
I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they was going through some things, but if it's family,
It's quite smooth. Charlemagne, I feel like, is a very good interviewer, and I feel like being a radio host has obviously performed some form of construct and training for him to do so and perform so well as an interviewer. And I feel like it was going well, and the interview could have done some damage control, but then he recklessly talks about Beyonce and Jay-Z and why he's upset about this, that, and it could really just paint a picture as to why people like Beyonce and Jay-Z have kind of just faded them out of their lives, because he recklessly is talking about people. And, it can damage everybody else's image, and people don't want to be associated with that. And then there's slavery comment on TMZ, where he says it with his chest, where he thinks slavery is a choice. Now, my issue with this is we're not out here saying that Jews should forget Holocaust, or we're not out here thinking that, Irish people should forget the potato famine. And I feel like he was being very insensitive, because it's very hard to criticize an era or a movement or a period of time when you have not lived through it yourself. You have not been in that period of 400 years, 500 years. You were not there. So you talking about it and painting your opinion, saying that we should forget about it, saying that was a choice, say this, that, you're only marginalizing the pain. You're only trivializing the pain. That's all you're ever doing. And, I feel like his whole idea is promoting free thought. I'm a free thinker. I'm this, I'm that. And then that guy from TMZ really just stood up and just settled his life twice.
I don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that is because
Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real. Bro, you gotta be responsible, man.
Bro, I'm sorry I hurt you.
You gotta be responsible, dog.
I'm sorry I hurt you,
man.
bro.
Whatever he's doing is the absence of free thought. I don't think it is the free thought, because what you're doing is the notion of free thought to further the oppression of a certain group of people is not free thought. I feel like that type of, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Yes, everybody is entitled to say whatever they want, free speech, etc., etc., etc. But you should have the acknowledgement to understand that this free thought that you have is more damaging than anything else. It's damaging to your character, it's damaging to what you're saying, it's damaging to people, it's hurtful to people. And it doesn't really make any sense, and you're trivializing and oppressing and marginalizing a period of time where people went through a lot of stress, or people went through a lot of pain, people went through a lot of deaths, and they were forced to do something that they did not want to do. And by you saying that as a choice, that's your free thought, but your free thought is inaccurate, because as the guy from TMZ was saying, we have to deal with these real world life applications, these real world life situations. They have to be dealt with. So this free thought that you are now placing, you don't have to go through the situation. You are not dealing with them as much as everybody else is. So that lack of acknowledgement of and understanding of what actually is happening in real world life only just puts your free thought as something nonsense, because that's what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to say whatever they want. Everybody's entitled to support whatever they want. But it doesn't mean that it's right. It is what it is. I can believe that a square is a triangle because that's what I want to believe. But the square is not a triangle, it's actually a triangle. That's the real world life effect, it's a real world life application, it's a real world life presence. So, you keep throwing your free thoughts out, but really and truly, they're not what's actually being reflected as a factual information in real world life. As I feel like the TMZ person was really trying to get across, and he really just read him for filth, and it is what it is. I feel like Kanye needs to hear it. And now what I feel like he's doing, he's posting Twitter conversations and screenshots and phone calls with J. Cole, with John Legend, as if he's trying to save damage from that. Like, oh look, everybody else you like is still talking to me. And it's like, that only makes you come off a different way. And now you're doing these meetings with everybody from different backgrounds to promote diversity, but it's like, here you are promoting Trump, XYZ. Yes, he may have been a cool person before, but knowing full well how his campaign ran and what he was using and what he was utilizing for that campaign, therefore what he supports and advocates for, whether it's the whole idea of misogyny with women, with Mexicans or with black people, etc., etc., you are now advocating and promoting that. It's damaging you completely. But I feel like this whole Kanye saga is very interesting, because I feel like he also released a song. Apparently it is shit as hell. I haven't heard of it. Maybe I'll do a reaction video, who knows. But let me know what you guys think of this whole entire Kanye saga, from this interview that he's doing, to this TMZ interview he did, to that TMZ person, to his tweets, to people's team screenshot of celebrities, to Kim Kardashian getting into the whole idea. I feel like it's damaging them as well. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on my Instagram. Please follow me on that. And subscribe, please, to my YouTube channel. I read all your comments. I would appreciate if you guys would comment below, and I would listen to your opinions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll most definitely catch you guys soon.